So there they were, one East Texas high school with a perfectly fine band but no football team, and another high school with a football team but no band. What to do? We'll tell you what they did in just a few minutes. Out in West Texas, we know a really great artist who has all kinds of fantastic work in many forms, but it was the lowly egg that brought him fame. We'll stop by. And back in East Texas, patty cake baker's man, or a woman. We'll explain if you'll just hop in and travel along with me. I'm Bob Phillips. This is Texas Country Reporter.
Texas Country Reporter, brought to you by Capital Farm Credit. We're the answer. Mueller Incorporated, metal roofs, metal buildings, ironclad guarantees. Mapsco's Roads of Texas, best maps of Texas by a country mile. Hoheim Prairie Insurance, Texans insuring Texans since 1892. And Southwest Airlines.
Living out in the country is pretty fabulous. I mean, I wake up, we have ducks, and then I can hear the roosters in the background. It's really peaceful. It gives me a good start to the day.
Her mornings start with a basket and a chat with the girls.
Good morning, girls. Good morning. Morning, girls. Morning.
Deep in the woods of East Texas, Janie Clapp follows in the footsteps of 4 generations, gently gathering her thoughts,
Good morning.
as well as the fresh ingredients for a well-guarded secret family recipe.
It's busy. It's kind of like a dance in the bakery. I mean, we're all we know each other's space, and we just sort of slide by each other. I need my spoon. Got it. Ta-ta. If someone was to ask me how many eggs I crack a year, thousands. I've never counted. Clean bowl. We are growing. I am very picky, and that's just been part of me since I was 5 years old. I like steam. We've got steam going over here. I just love to bake, and a pound cake is probably the best all-round cake that you could eat. Have you ever gotten tired of eating a pound cake? No, it's perfect. Hang on, I'm going to make cinnamon out of those.
Janie's kitchen, it seems, has taken over the whole house. The ovens in the living room and the shipping department and showcase are in the master bedroom. Makes no matter, though, a lot of people will swear that, pound for pound, Janie's cakes are the best in the world. And that's all she does. Pound cakes by the hundreds every day.
A couple more minutes. We started out as just a kind of a hometown. That was a big part of our clientele, a lot of our walk-ins. And then they would send them to their friends, and then the friends I sent them to in Chicago would order and go, and then we'd have 10 more people order from Chicago, and then they'd send them to another place in California, and then we'd have a whole nother little group. So we started off with a little map and put pins, and then it was just covered. Decide where to put I think I'll put the little ones in the other oven. I'm kind of nutty in that I strive for the perfect pound cake for each one. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but that's what I'm always looking for in the oven, the perfect pound cake. Let's see, we've got, of course, the plain Jane, which is always my favorite. And then we put in the center of all of our cakes different flavors. So we have chocolate, Italian cream, a lemon curd, a raspberry curd, cinnamon. We have different flavors that we rotate in and out during different times of the year. We have an all chocolate pound cake, that's a favorite. It's a pretty darn perfect cake. You like tart things? This is the lemon curd. I went to school and studied art. That was my major. I cooked a great deal with my mother, and I baked a lot with my great-grandmother when I'd go visit her. Oh, that's too long, Billy.
From daylight to dark, the aroma fills the East Texas woods as well as the World Wide Web.
We send them all over the United States. We send them all over. So we've sent some to Hawaii, Canada. We ship them around. I'm just amazed daily how many people get on at 2 o'clock in the morning and order a pound cake. This is the best cinnamon in the world. The best you can find. From the time I take it out of the oven, it takes, by the time you bake it, cool it, fill it, and ready to present up front, about an hour and a half to hour and 40 minutes.
It is a process that begins every day with a basket of eggs and a head full of memories. And through the tons of butter and batter, Janie Clapp keeps watch over the popular dessert dish that now bears her name.
The world is in need of a perfect pound cake, yes. I mean, once people taste it, you know, they just gotta have it.
Everything's bigger and better in Texas. Bob Phillips here, and as a 6-year member of First Ag Credit, I couldn't be happier to announce that we're teaming up with Capital Farm Credit to become the largest rural lender in Texas. Competitive rates and friendly handshakes with farmers, ranchers, and rural homeowners are familiar all across Texas. Members own the company, so at the new Capital Farm Credit, you're not an account, you're kin. Visit us at Capital Farm Credit and see for yourself. Oh, and welcome to the family.
We really didn't think we were going to lose our house.
One quick week, I found out why you pay for insurance. Every room was destroyed.
It was just so devastating.
And the one thing we didn't have to worry about was our insurance. I trust my agent. He saved us. My Hoheim Prairie agents were calling me. I had my complete check in the bank before a lot of people had their adjuster to their house. Hoheim Prairie was there. They were the silver lining in the storm cloud.
People are always asking me, Bob, what's the best story you've ever done? And after 3 decades, I don't have just one answer. I have dozens. And the first 30 are on the Best of Texas Country Reporter DVD set, a 2-disc collection that will take you on a journey through the back roads. So why don't you hop in and ride along with me to meet the amazing people hiding inside of so-called ordinary Texans. The Best of Texas Country Reporter, available now.
Give the gift of a destination. Introducing the Southwest Airlines gift card, only at southwest.com.
One thing we love about this job is the myriad of methods people employ to make a living. We've met butchers, bakers, and candlestick makers. Heck, just the other day, we even met a professional potter.
I'm a mud potter. I like getting in the dirt and just, pushing it and trying to come up with something unusual.
Meet George Holland. George is one of the relatively few people we know who actually make money at making pottery.
Probably the only reason I've been able to do it is because my wife has a degree in business and I have a degree in art.
It's one of those jobs we all wish we could have when we're young and idealistic and think the world will beat a path to our door. Well, folks do beat a path to George Holland's door. His Buffalo Gap studio is packed with people who seek out his beautiful, unique pieces. George loves that because George loves making pottery. Why do you like to do this?
I think I like the immediacy of it. I can take just an old lump of clay and it can turn into something absolutely beautiful, you know, and it's nice at the end of the day to be able to see what you've accomplished, you know, and designed and came out with. And sometimes it even turns out like you think it's going to, which is good.
On the day we visited, George invited me to help make a piece of pottery using horsehair and sawdust.
Now we're going to have to reach a point here where we're ready to stop, and I think we're just about there.
I think that's it.
Yep. Now let's
You're the artist. I'm going to trust you.
Yeah, I like that. Let's get a little bit of the sawdust over there again, and we're just going to lay it kind of right on top there.
I thought we did a great job, especially my part.
Yeah, we'll put some stardust down on the inside, get some little specks. There we go.
Ooh, so that's
perfect.
It?
That's it.
Did we do good?
You did good.
All right. Make no mistake about it, George Holland is a serious artist. His raku is revered, his paintings praised, but it is one tiny piece of pottery that has brought the most fame to George Holland.
It's an egg poacher.
An egg poacher.
Yes, and it poaches a perfect egg.
That's right, an egg poacher. While trying to figure out a quicker, easier way to make his breakfast, George Holland, otherwise serious artist, stumbled onto a piece of pottery that's more function than beauty.
In less than 15 seconds, it's going to be the perfect poached egg.
Looky there, a poached egg. So while George Holland pursued a career as a great artist, the world had something more in mind. George has now become known far and wide as that egg cooker guy.
Well, you know, I'd rather be known as the egg cooker guy than not known at all.
And we have something new for you. It's the best of Texas Country Reporter. 30 of our and your favorite stories from the past on one 2 DVD set. To find out more, just visit our website at texascountryreporter.com. One hint though, this makes a great gift. And be sure and click on Escondido to find out more about the Texas Country Reporter Hacienda in the Hill Country. I hope to see you there. Now, here's this week's events calendar, brought to you by the good folks at Capital Farm Credit, Hoheim Prairie Insurance, Mueller Metal Roofs and Buildings, and Mapsco's Roads of Texas. At Mueller, we've completely redesigned our website so that you can experience firsthand